Welcome to a new week. This week we're looking at some things related to personality, identity, and sport. So you have a reading titled Working Out Identity that really speaks to me. I am an endurance athlete. I'm an ultra runner and a cyclist. And of course, I've been injured many times in my life, throughout my life as an athlete. I've had knee injuries and just kind of nagging injuries, and I've had a bike wreck, and I've broken my collarbone and ribs. So I've had many injuries as an athlete, and so maintaining that sense of identity as an athlete, even though I'm not doing my sports because I'm injured, has really helped me to stay focused and maintain patience and just feel like myself. As I kind of work through that injury, even though I'm not actually doing my sports during that time. And so this article looks at some very specific techniques that runners use to try to maintain that identity as an athlete when they're injured. Some things like continuing to wear their gear, wearing their running shoes, even though they're not going out for a run. They just wear their shoes around the house. Or continuing to talk about running, to kind of speak that language, to talk about miles and splits and races and gear, even though they're not really doing it at the moment. So things like maintaining the language and continuing to wear the gear and use the symbols of being that athlete. So I think it's a really interesting article, and the point is how it helps to kind of maintain a sense of identity continuity. And it brings up an important concept called athletic identity. So that is the extent to which you incorporate the idea of athlete into your own identity. So I may be a daughter, a sister, a wife, or a mother, and an employee, but all of those things contribute to my sense of self. Those are all roles that I play in this life. Those are all me. But I also consider myself an athlete, and that is also very important to me. I find it important to consider myself as an athlete, and I find it important for others to see me as an athlete. So when I'm injured, I find it necessary to use some of those techniques that were mentioned in your reading to help me retain that aspect of my sense of self. Otherwise I feel lost or sad, or I kind of don't know who I am without that aspect of my identity. So I think it's an interesting article. I hope you enjoy it, and maybe you kind of relate to that idea of athletic identity and some things that you try to kind of maintain that sense of identity, maybe even after your specific athlete roles are over, or maybe they're taking a temporary break while you're injured or looking for your next opportunity or something like that. So I love the concept of athletic identity, and this is a great article with it. So enjoy it. Have a great week. I'll talk to you soon.